Put too much into them Zamar. Everybody all right? Yes, sir. Sorry about that. I was back there with them. I talking. I lost track of time. I apologize on that, but they were going and going. I heard them out here. I heard that. Well, I like to live. Ain't that right? That's the truth for all. I appreciate Mr. Yahusha for granting us one more opportunity to be here. Ain't that right? Appreciate those that sacrificed it, broke off and left their Christmas party tonight. And I know they were playing Secret Santa tonight. Hey, man, what made you wear a red sweater and green jeans? Didn't you know it was Christmas Eve? You didn't think about it was Christmas Eve? She said tomorrow is Christmas, she want to get hers out early. I can tell you, we were riding down the street, folks just throwing presents in the truck. Ain't that right? Folks saying Angel Smith, they were telling her what they want for Christmas. Please come to my house tomorrow, Miss Santa. Tell Santa. Justin, you said something about my mama in the text. That was him talking about my mom. Yeah, he put something in the text thread about it. What did he put? What did the text thread say? What did he say in that text? That's somebody's mama, Justin. That's somebody's grandmama and somebody's great-grandmama. Yeah. He said he asking all our key and our crew to review Yahoo 10 before dressing for service and what else? The next 2 days. You hear that, Rudy? She said, I ain't expect that say they gonna include you too, Rudy. You got the red sweater, you ain't got the green pants. That's my mama, Rudy. They both don't mind throwing people mama on the bus, do they? For Christmas Eve. Goodness, boy. We don't get ready to let them sound the Kato Sarah and try to get a move for it. All right, come on. All that able, Most High, Kudash Abba, the separated Father, Hadu, thanks, and all the $2, which is thanksgiving unto you for allowing us to assemble once again. Barak us to be an Adah after your own law, which is a congregation, a fold, or a flock. Barak us and let your Pani, which is your face, or upon us. Let your Pani be our encampment and our protection, which is your presence. Fill our lobs, which are our hearts, with your heart, with your affections, for we are Yakra by your Shem, which are called by your name, Yahuwah Elohim, through Yahushua HaMashiach, the Anointed One. Baraka us and blot out all of our kata and all our ma'al, which are our sins and our transgressions. Baraka those that are going through and suffering afflicted. Be a baraka unto those that are watching in and those that seek you with all. Baraka and strengthen them that they might grant them understanding. Open our understanding, we might understand the Kitabim. Baraka us that we might receive the Ruach HaKadosh, and that you might seal us unto the human redemption. Those that had allowed to be here could not make it because of ailments and beyond the circumstance of their control. We commit them to you that you will baraka them, the will and the desire. Baraka those that are seeking a ra'ah and a da after your own lob. Those that are going through stress, depression, whatever the situation, circumstance, we commit it to you, knowing that you're a healer if we turn to you before it's everlasting too late. As we prepare to move further, we ask you to search us and see if there be any Rasha Darak, which are any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting, which is the way of life. Let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our lob, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we allow that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praises, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. I appreciate all our young people. All right, y'all doing all right? Y'all see these fine gentlemen, these young people and daughters, they come in, have their pad, pencil, paper, ready to write, ready to learn. Isn't that right? That's a good thing. You know, if all of us had that mind, that law, that when we come in and do exactly what the bar tell us to do. Isn't that right? All right, I know we're going to start out. I know y'all pastor didn't show up. I told him I'd try to look out after his sheep. He told me he appreciated it too. And he said he came down with something. He said, you know how it is, us preachers sometimes going through, we get a little towed down and worn down. I said, I understand Pastor Dexter. He asked me, could I call him High Raw Dexter? Y'all think that's a little overboard? Y'all don't know about the bend? Where y'all been? Isn't that right? Y'all know about the bend? Isn't that right? All right, we'll try to see what does say Mr. Yahuwah. Yes, Antoine still said, how's his afro going? He said no picture. Anybody checked on Antoine afro? I can't stay up for so long. All right, let's see. Romans 15:4. All right, let's see where we're going. Listen. Well, Shama, for whatever was written, sound like it was out there, but not in him. For whatever was written before,
Nikatab for our law.
It was written to teach us
that we, through endurance,
going through without giving way,
and the kum
of
the Ketubim,
constellation of the writings,
might have tikva.
That's what they did for us. Those are coming behind them. Let's look at something right quick. Let's see Philippians, based off of what we're hearing here. This is some of Shaul's writing. We'll look at Philippians. Let's see if it's 1 and 10. Let's see what this is. See, people don't. The hardest job I would think would be is to be a forerunner, because you more or less set the pace. Once the race is ran, just like Dan, you ran 400? You did 400. So somebody start off. Anybody did the 400s? So somebody lead off. So they set the pace. Whether bad or good, they set the pace. They either make it where, okay, you give me enough room to I don't have to overexert myself to make up, or you put me in a position where I got to work even harder now. Because you dropped the baton, you slipped and you fell and got up. But once they set the place and set the stage, it's up to everybody else to hold that time. If I give my man the baton before the other one get there, I set the pace. I'm looking for you to get it and you keep this up. If anything, I'm hoping that using the word, how y'all understand my expectation is for you to even get more of a distance. That takes more pressure off of us. But because we run a tight race, it's a tight race. We don't have a whole lot of distance. Satan on our track. It is, but you understand, being a forerunner, that's a lot of pressure. Because if we lose, they're going to say, really, I'll be honest with you, man. If you'd have ran better when you first started, if we lose, people start looking at who got the baton, who dropped it. Where did we fall short at? Was our start man or our anchor? Was there somebody in between? What was it? Did you get looking off? What happened? Did you run into something? Why did we lose? So you look at being a place setter, when you set it, that put a lot of pressure. There's more pressure on you than anybody. Because people definitely going to blame you for it. Let's see what happened. This is Philippians 1 and 10. Let's see what I'm talking about. Listen.
That you may approve things that are excellent, that you may be sincere and without offense till the yom of Mashiach.
Y'all hear what it said? Now it reads here, so that you shall know between Tub and Rasha. Y'all see that? I'm going to ask my young people and I'm going to come back down. Interesting. So that you shall know between Tub and Rasha in order to be pure. Okay, let me just start with that. Let me see. So what we're going to do, y'all going to be teams. Who feel like their team going to win? That's tight. Danny, what you doing? You feel like y'all just going to try to hold on? Good answer. What y'all looking at? Y'all going to win? They can get it? 2 points they'll probably get. That's tight. Y'all gonna let him get away with that? 2 points? Yeah, I'll probably get more than them. What you think, Robert? Y'all gonna get more than them? All right. What y'all think about that? Okay. Ian said it won't happen. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that right? Y'all ready? So that's how it works. Let me ask y'all something. Based off of this, I want hands. So that you shall know between two and evil in order to be pure. So let's look at, what do y'all know about this? Hands. That's the thing that's attached to your arm. wrist, and then elbow. You got an answer? Let me see what you're going to associate. Hold on. We got somebody down here who y'all claiming going to lose, Micaiah. What you going to associate that with? Who? Give me some. He got that out the rip, Adam and Ka'ua. Now, what you were going to say? Don't do that, Joker.
They ate the parit of the ox.
Of the ox. Well, that's your answer, Joker. You barely got it right, Joker. Good one. Well, see that? Tell me, y'all don't know what they were just talking. Daddy feeling good, and you feeling better than him. He said he's still recovering from the other stuff. Where they at? Why you the only one? Where your partner in crime at? Good answer. So now, how many of y'all didn't think about that? Adam and Ka'ua. How many of y'all didn't think about it? But what you doing way back now? But you gotta get another right answer. But can we count on the right answer from you? That's too much pressure. That's a lot of pressure. All right, well, at least we know where it's at. So, how many of y'all didn't think about Kadam and Ua? Okay. So, I'm sorry, how many of y'all didn't? So, the rest of y'all didn't think about associating this with them. Okay. So, we'll see why we looked at that. See if that Bereshit chapter 3. Now you see why I get paid on it. Chapter 3, that's right. 4 is going to deal with Abal and Cain, who they're going to call Cain. So Bereshit chapter 3, verse, let's just jump. We'll go ahead and have to start at 1. What I want y'all to think about with conversations, we start looking back through the writings, the Ketuvim, the writings, the scriptures. It's always an association with speech. It doesn't make sense to say it unless it associates, connects to something. Okay, so that's why when we read and we hear certain things, it should start triggering us. You might not know it is, but it still should trigger you, your thought process. Just like he said, well, whatever was written before was written for our learning. Okay? So, and so that we through endurance. So when I'm going through, all right, let me just, let me use one of y'all for a minute. Who am you? Come on, you. You heard me calling you, didn't it? Before I called you. So just say I felt like I was in a situation and I was looking and we were wrestling, okay? We were fighting and struggling. Who would y'all use? Hands. He and I was wrestling. Look, Karen had that. You gonna save it? You gonna save it for next time? He said, yeah, you can have the answer and save it for next time. He said, I like that. We got a hand over here. So do we got a hand over here? Because they answered last time. Do you need me to repeat the question for y'all? Okay, well, let's wait. So just say he and I was wrestling. We were fighting. And during the fight, just say I got hurt. Just say my pinky or whatever. Typically, if you got hurt, have y'all been playing wrestling or fighting, and something happened, you say stop. Because right now you're dealing with, I got an injury, okay? Well, I don't think about that injury. I think about I'm trying to prevail. I'm trying to win, okay? Because I'm looking to receive something. So hands. Now, Ian had his hand up before y'all. But what I'm going to do, we'll get him a chance. If y'all screw it up, we got to go to the audience, studio audience, okay? Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all want to talk about the answer, make sure he got the right answer before I take it? Do y'all want to discuss it with them? Are y'all saying let him answer the question for y'all? They thinking. Hold on, they thinking. Are y'all want to trust him with the answer? Robert said, hold on, let's do this. You trust, I'm going to walk over here. Let's do this. Y'all talk them on the answer. When I'm going to come back to y'all, make sure y'all make sure they don't hear it now because they next if y'all get it wrong. So did y'all understand what I was saying? Y'all got a good idea who it is if they get it wrong? Y'all trust them? Danny says it's a 50-50. What about it? Y'all trust them, Shane? They trust, they got trust them. You think it's 50-50. You can already hear what they're saying, ain't it? Do it sound like it right? All right, let's go. So y'all with it? Y'all trust them? All right, let's see. All right, y'all gonna be ready? They got the wrong answer. All right, let's go. Don't try to be too confident, Joker. All right, what is it? Hold on. Okay, what's the answer, Joker? If they go first, they got the right answer. Y'all didn't get to it. All right, come on, let's see. All right, who got the answer? Y'all, all right, let's see. Who you going to use?
Jacob and Malachi.
There's two of them. Jacob and Malachi. These guys up. But see, some struggle you. So let's look at, and that's important for us because, well, let's look at, hold on. Why did they go to 3 and 8 already? Okay, 3 and 1. Barashit 3 and 1. So I want to use that for an example, and we'll try to look at that since we used it. Listen there, 3 and 1. Let's see what happened. Barashit, they call it Genesis. Listen.
Now the Nakash was more subtle than any beast of the field.
You hear what he was? He was more what?
Cunning.
Cunning. Y'all hear that? Listen what happened. Now he was more cunning than any beast of the field, which
Yahuwah Elohim had made.
Pay attention.
And he said unto the Ashah,
What?
Yea, hath Elohim said, Ye shall not eat of every ox of the garden.
Of every tree of the garden. What happened?
And the Ashah said unto the Nakash, Ye may eat of the pari of the ox of the garden, but of the pari of the ox which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye move.
See that now, unless you die. Let's see what happened. All right, listen.
And the Nakash said unto the Ashah, Ye shall not surely moot.
Let's see, verse 5.
For Elohim doth know that in the ye eat thereof, then your shall be open.
Look what happened now. Your shall be open. Okay? And
Ye shall be as mighty ones, knowing Tub and Rosha.
see that? Y'all see that? So that makes sense? He said, once your eyes come open. Now you think about the we say eyes, but for us, the now I'm see, they don't have, how many of my Akeem got the answer out there for the Okay, that's tight. All right, one. All right. So I need hands to tell me if they were going to know this once their were open. What about the I need to see hand for the Y'all gonna let him? Y'all gonna let him? Jordan, you got the answer? Y'all trust him? Y'all don't have no answers. This is on y'all. Y'all need time to discuss it. All right, well, go ahead. Y'all discuss that and come back over there too. So you got it. Y'all trust y'all? Y'all trust the answer? Y'all trust. That's a lot riding on you, dog. Don't let them down. You about to be their race horse now. You know what a race horse is? Don't worry about it. You got the money? At the house. What's your address? I'm just come by. Yeah, that Santa Claus that breaking in and steal your stuff. You know, but you know what bad? Santa Claus come drop your toys off. Then when you go to the bathroom, he leave a turd in there like that. And they got reindeer hair on it. Who did it? Was it Dancer, Prancer, Fix-It, Carmen Cubic, Donna Dixon? That's all. You know, they just came out, they found out on TV. Why y'all discuss the answer? This is a commercial break. I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all discuss the answer. Y'all feel it's terrible.
No, tell us the story.
Y'all need to get the answer, Joker. I'm telling the story. When do y'all get the answer? Y'all got y'all answer. So anyway, they done said now, they done proved by the reindeer and the time year that they did it, they proved this was bad. You know this is a fictional story, right? Yeah. All of the reindeers were female. Yeah, they said because reindeers typically the female doesn't lose her horns, her antlers until the spring, till she dropped her. So now these bastards came up with, mind you, the story's not real. I don't know why you would waste any time to investigate and come up with the conclusion of all of them were females. Which means Rudolph was gay. No, they were homosexual. But Dancer gave himself away. You said, Joker, right here, waiting to get on the sleigh like that, you know good well he got something else going on. That's too much action. So y'all got the answer? That's tight. Let me get this straight. I remember y'all shooting these guys down. I just want to make sure I remember. These guys weren't going to get one thing right. Y'all remember that? You know y'all don't have one right answer right now on the board. What right answer y'all got? Oh, you wrote it down. Let me see what it was.
I named the chapter.
You named the chapter. Team 2, Barashit 3 and 1. Talking about the one he called 4 and 1? You put 3 and 1. He said 4 and 1 at first.
No, but he says, but you said.
So y'all wrote down I'm not on y'all team. Y'all can't write down my answers. What is wrong with these guys? So let me get this straight. When I say something right, y'all count this in y'all team? What y'all got for the answer? Huh? To know. Knowledge. Appearance. So now what we think about with this, when he told them that their own shall be open, remember what the own is? Can we see the Olive Bell chart, please? Why it's important for us to understand the difference of just reading and comprehending. Okay? Because, okay, my eyes can come open and I still don't know nothing. So we got to understand how they looked at the okay? The is here. We talked about the eye. You see it first with the pupil, which actually pulls in light and bend light, okay? The eye, to see, to watch, to know. Now, since my eyes became open, through that, now I know what's right or what's wrong. See, before that, I couldn't give you a judgment because I was blind. I didn't have sight. I didn't have knowledge. I didn't understand. I couldn't understand and differentiate in appearance. You got it? But now, since you're he's giving you a now you have knowing. Knowledge is to know. Okay? We know it's other things to see and shade. So now when you see, you'll know exactly what to do and what not to do. Okay? That makes sense? So he told, let's go back and let's look at it. That make sense to y'all back there? Okay, because he told me that, we read it without looking at all of these were part of our alphabet, the all these different things. It wasn't important. It just looked, okay, your eyes going to be open. Their eyes were closed, their eyes are open. But we didn't understand the importance of the okay? For Elohim knows that in the you eat, from it your eyes, shall be open, and you shall be like Elohim, knowing, which, see, he can see, that's why he knows. He can differentiate between tube and, that's why he knows. He can look at it, I know you're wrong. How you know I'm wrong? You just trying to judge somebody. All you did is just see. I got knowledge. I impart knowledge. Y'all got it? That's what we got to have. That was the purpose of him giving us a ra'ah. Now, let me see who remember the answer. Hands. What is the purpose of the ra'ah? Hands. Y'all, these guys, I'm so scared of these guys. Y'all think give them a shot? No, sir. Ian said y'all lose so bad, don't even give y'all. Let's just try them, let's see. Y'all be on bad cup. All right, hold on for a minute. Hey, y'all talked about that answer. You don't need to talk to him. He got to look through his note. You got an answer? Who gonna represent their team? Robert, how you feel about their team right now? Not too good. I know. Robert said not too good right now. Robert, you think about another now. Y'all just need some answers. Don't put it on me. All right, Robert, Derek, what you thinking? Give him a chance. All right, let's see. Derek got here. Let's see. To teach, to show. Yeah, that's it. Wait till I will give you a ra'ah after my own law, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Which means now that the ra'ah is going to have to cause you to. Thank you. One of my big kids got it back there too. I don't want to grow up. I'm a second row kid. That's it. He looking at, man, y'all all the answers, because he competing against Jahid. Jahid ain't got one answer. His hand ain't, I'm telling you, Jahid hand ain't been up. He ain't even tried to answer because he been exposed. What you got an answer? What is it? Shepherd? Yes, that is it, the shepherd, which means to tend to a flock. Okay, that means you take care of a flock. You got sheep, goat. He tends to, he makes sure they're eating. He makes sure they're drinking. He makes sure they're protected. Nothing's coming, nothing's happening to them. That's what it means to shepherd. Y'all got it? What you got? Joseph got a hand. Hold on, stop. To see. What's your answer, Malachi? How he took your answer when he heard the answer from you yet today? That was your answer. Let me hear your answer. To what? Okay, we'll let y'all get 50%. Write that down. Y'all got, put half. Y'all got half one right. Because the other half was on the second row. What's your question?
No, it's not a question. It's the answer.
That's the answer. What is it?
Shepherd.
Shepherd. Somebody that's leading the flock or somebody that's shepherd. And directing? Like a concert? The alignment, which is the long. The short of the long. So y'all had, so we got that. So we understand now the purpose of knowing good and evil. Now let's see something that you got, man. Let me say. Being crafty. Our country will go. I know Shaul, what's that in? Bishop Jahid. Second Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. 12:16. I was going there for something else. Okay. 2 Corinthians. Let me show y'all something. Reason why I helped me get this. Before you go down, don't worry about it. I'll come back. Don't worry about it. 9. I was going there anyway to verse 9. I couldn't remember it in both of them. Let's show y'all something. Based off of what y'all read in Philippians, okay? That's why part of no problem. My favorite writer is going to be Shaul. I understand his speech, okay? He's one of my favorite writers. If I got to write, I got to pick out all these guys, it's going to be Shaul, okay? Let's see what he told us, 12 and 9. Listen. 12 and 9, 2 Corinthians.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
And he said unto me, my con is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made tamim in weakness. Mm-hmm. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather kabood in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me.
You see that? So you think about this statement. This is his wisdom. And he has said to me, my con, this one before kasid, which is my favor, is sufficient for you, for power is perfect. I'm talking about him. In weakness, okay? For power is perfect in weakness. Therefore, my Lord rejoice in boasting in my weaknesses, so that the power of the Mashiach may dwell in me. So he realized if Yahuwah is working in me through my weaknesses, then that's what I'll boast in. Okay? Because he recognized, if we go up earlier, we'll look at, he talked about how he knew a man that was caught up a ish to the third Shamaim, and he talked about how the knowledge was so high. And he talked about how there was given to him a Malachi to buffet him, a messenger of Satan to buffet him, which means to strike repeatedly, okay? And he talked about, and for this, he said, I besought Yahuwah thrice, twice, thrice, 3 times. And he said when he besought him, Yahuwah responded back how his kasid, which is his favor, was sufficient. How it was actually, my grace is sufficient. How's you reading out? My grace is sufficient. For my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then he relied most gladly, then I'd rather rejoice. If Yahuwah, this is what we don't look at, okay, for us. If I did something that was spectacular, we would give that credit to who? Yeah, possible to me, you know, and people would look at that as far as them or looking at me being able to do. So he looked at, here was a situation where he would actually put in a lower estate, right? And while being put in that lower estate, it was more uncomfortable for him and almost hard to bear. But then he realized from the response to Yahuwah, well, while you're in this lower state, my favor is sufficient, because that's why I'm actually proving you out, and I'm being shown in your weakness. Because a lot of times people look at people in their strength, but then being able to endure when you're weak, being able to go through and not give up. Anybody can keep going when they're strong. They say, man, why you ain't quit? I ain't tired. Wow, no wonder, but you keep going and you tired. He said, now my strength, because now we get outside of our ability. So a lot of times what happens with us, when we're doing something, we're good as long as we can maintain, we can control. When we can't maintain, we can't control, that's when the fear comes in. I got it pegged down how I'm going to pay my bills, how I'm going to do that, okay? So I'm in a comfort zone. Let me get outside that comfort zone. It don't work that way. I'm going to get a little frantic because I'm outside my comfort zone. I'm usually able to do this, and this is not working for me. This is not a position I want to be in. I don't want to be sweating and shooting bullets on how I'm going to do this. This is not a comfortable spot for me. But then he tell me, no. This is where you need to be. My con is sufficient for you, okay? This is how I work to show and demonstrate, you know what I'm saying? You getting out of you and you looking and trusting me. Anybody can get you out of something, but then being able to go through, you know what I'm saying? And not take the deliverance and look at he's working and he's being manifested. Therefore, I take pride. I'll get glory in the fact that he's being glorified. He's being able to use me in that manner. Anybody want to be used to something? Get me up here, Yahuwah, and show me to the world that I know what I'm doing. Of course I want that. Why wouldn't I want that? Anything of that magnitude. But then get me up here in front of everybody and show me as a weak, frail man. I don't want to be used like that. But then he says, guess what? My strength is made perfect. People can see me now and see how I humble a man. And that man will still stay with me. That man will acknowledge me, and I will be acknowledged by what you're going through. We don't typically think like that. So this is how to write. That makes sense to y'all? Come on, first thing you want is what? Deliverance. Yahusha on the two. What did he want to happen? Remove. He wanted before remove it. Then he wanted to come get him down. He wanted to come and rescue her. He said, no. My conceit is sufficient. My favor is sufficient. This is where I'm being shown. We're here, and we should call him through what this man did. This man was stripped down to the lowest point. This man was shown up to be a frail man, a weak man. Yet Yahuwah was being shown and being magnified. And sometimes we don't want to be that type of person. This is why he could acknowledge a man like that. He was a man and had the ability to do what? To deliver himself. All they had to do was say, stop the presses. Stop the presses. Cut it off right now. I'm done. This is more than what I can handle. No. This is how I'm being shown. This is how people get to see me and see how I demonstrate and see a man that will submit to my will. And the average of us, that's include me, we only serve to a comfort level, okay? Come at me. Let me show. Remember mercy? You know how that works? Yeah. All right, do my hand. Right there. Sorry, there. No, come on. Not even right there. What you notice? I'm not uncomfortable. Look here. Come on. 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 He said, what's wrong with my head? What I do? He's like, damn, what's wrong with your head? Yes, I'm about to kick you in a minute. Live, pray for him. But in that demonstration, y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember? Do y'all ever do that kid? Mercy. We play mercy. We call it mercy. You'll bend the hand. Y'all remember that? Mercy, 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 mercy. And when you say mercy, what is that for? Give me that. Grant me to stop it. Because now I'm not comfortable. You say, stay. Because now you thinking, man, this is embarrassing. People seeing me like this. People seeing me weak. People seeing me uncovered. People say, this don't look good. He said, guess what? My favor is sufficient. You know what I'm saying? I'm being demonstrated. So now Shaul say, he going to say, I don't know if y'all see me, but I was down and out, and I wasn't in control. Nobody brags about that. You keep that to yourself. He said, that's why I'd rather boast in. That I was out, down and out, and I was struggling. I was seeking him for it, and I realized the man put me into an understanding of the go ahead. I'm keeping you while you're going through. Listen, it's one thing to keep you from something, but let's just be practical. Things happen, right? I want to know he can carry me through. And that's what we need to know. I mean, come on. People only with them simply because of the benefits. I ain't talking about all his benefits. We're talking the benefit of I ain't got no problems, I ain't sick, ain't nobody done died. You know what I'm saying? All my bills caught up and paid, I'm good. So I'm with it. I'm a little late. I'm usually never late. I ain't been feeling the best. Matter of fact, I've been pretty bad, and I feel like I might have to go get a surgery. Now you start to question what is you believe. Because why am I being put in this situation when typically my stuff is caught up above time? I'm usually well. Now I'm struggling, and then I'm not getting relief from the struggling. So now I really got to start questioning. Is this way even right? Because why am I going through this? But then he needs people that be willing to be those vessels to say, I'll suffer that. I will suffer that if it'll get you to caboose. Because you'll hear a lot of people testify about him to his tube because they have things. Things are working. When things aren't working, people not quick to go and boast. He said, I boast about the fact I was going through and I couldn't get no relief. And you know what? He kept me. When I wanted to be delivered, I had a desire for things to change. I thought I wasn't going to make it, but I made it. So that is the type of people he's trying to formulate. And we need that understanding, because when you read about these people from Shaul to any of these writers, you don't see them the same way you see yourself. It's like, even his suffering looked like it would have like a halo over it. It's like the Lord be right there saying, holy, oh my grace. So you're like, yeah, I can do that too. But it really wasn't. It was the comfort of the debar. It wasn't just Yahuwah speaking. It's the fact I can relate what I'm going through with other patriarchs that went before me. Look at people like Ehud, who suffered and who wanted to be delivered. He wanted to be, listen, that man went all the way back to when he was conceived. He said, had it just been, his suffering was so hard on him, he said, if my mother's womb could have been my grave. Huh? How much pressure you got to have on you that you'd wish you to die in the womb? It's one thing said, I feel like dying right now. You live to that point. When you got enough on you to make you go back and say, had my mother's womb had just been my grave, I just been a stillborn baby. That's how much agony, that's how much suffering, that's how much ridicule he went to. That made him want to go all the way back to his mother's womb. How tragic that got to be. That man considered it. He said, listen, he asked Yahuwah, said, do me a favor. Because y'all know he'll blot out all our, what was it? All I could talk. He said, how about you blot out the womb where it was said that a male child was born? He said, just scratch that day from the record. That's how bad, that's how hard I'm suffering and going through. So what do you think Yahuwah had to give him? We read his story. That's what we use now for battle for us to stand. Folks used to sing a song called If Job Could Suffer, Why Can't I? How many of y'all remember an old song they had like that? They used to say what they said, Uncle Ted, you don't do better than that. You don't remember that, Uncle Ted? I thought you were the one going boom, 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 boom when he was singing it. So you understand that? But you think about now we go back and use their life stories, their life events for our encouragement. How I use this man wanting to die, this man suffered because of his situation, but Yahuwah brought him out. And now I use that for consolation for me. So Yahuwah is getting the kabod from this. EU's suffering gives me the mindset, gives me the will to say, I can make it. And when I'm going through, it's not always because I could talk. I'm wrong, ain't right. He's targeting me to get rid of me. How about it could be, have you considered? Yeah. Have you considered? Most of us don't think about it when we're going through. That ain't why. I already knew I couldn't be saved. Walk around here and hit this and broke my fingernail. I knew I wasn't going to be saved. I knew it. I knew, and that was a sign right there when I broke my fingernail. I wasn't going to be saved. Do y'all know that's the average of us a lot of time? Because we don't understand, we don't consider that life ain't just living and going, that people are watching us. That's right. And people ain't always watching you to see you when you up. That's one thing, because that ain't everybody's story. You up. That ain't everybody's story because you up. My mortgage paid. They ain't everybody's story. It's folks looking for eviction. It's people waiting to go to court. It's people stuff. Every first Tuesday of the month, a house is being foreclosed. I'm talking about sold at the courthouse. Not this Tuesday, but the next. Don't y'all know right after the first, somebody's house going up. Somebody in their kid's house is going up to be sold. They ain't your testimony today. What if he make it your testimony out of nowhere? Where you going to be at when it comes to serving? How you going to view him? What's going to be your relationship? You don't want to pray? You say, man, I got so much going on right now. I can't even pray. I'm thinking about my house. So now guess what happened? Now you got to start deciding. Now you got to start deciding. Because when Yahusha came, you didn't believe what he told you. He said a fox got a hole. He said a bird even got a nest. He said I ain't got nowhere to lay my head. That's right. Nowhere to lay my head. So you know we look at, we count things we have to our salvation. That is. Well, of course you got that. You living right. Of course they're working out for you. You living right. You got that. But see, I must not be there because I don't have what you got. You can't ever judge yourself. You know, Shaul said we not as other than judge ourselves by ourselves in so doing. Not why. But how we doing? That's what we got. He got a standard that measure every man. He said, use the rule. What's the rule of thumb for judging us? Not things. Because Yahusha didn't have that, so we got to go with he couldn't have been right. You got to, if you're going to use that now, if we're going to go with things mean you're saved, it don't make sense to trust in Yahusha. He ain't have nothing. Nothing. But see, that's how a fool will start to judge. And you know what happened? That will get in, and it will distort the way you think about salvation. If I'm healthy, if my kid's healthy, if my bills paid, if I got a car too, I must be living right. There people out here got that stuff too. They ain't living right, ain't nowhere in they thought. And you know what'll happen? What'll happen? You'll do like Dawood say, you'll become envious and foolish looking at the Rosha. You'll start to consider because people got stuff, that mean they're right. That don't mean people right because they got stuff. Bank robbers got stuff. Everybody ain't been caught. Some of them got away. Drug dealers, every one of them not in jail. So because a person have things don't mean they're right. That's why we come back and measure ourselves to the rule. Okay? That makes sense to everybody? Yes, sir. Everybody got to go through. You don't pick your life. I mean, things are handy. He give you an ear to hear. He give you that wisdom. He give you that understanding. And you have to have that Yahweh that go with it. That's a lot of people got knowledge that don't do. Everybody not out there transgressing because they ain't got no knowledge. It be people you meet, they'll know that's all I know about Shabbat. You say to yourself, how do you pick? Because they don't have Yahweh. See, the first thing you have to begin with is fear. When you don't have the fear, the knowledge ain't no good. Let me see. How many of y'all know how dumb Satan was? He didn't have the Yahweh to the effect to where it kept him from going against. Okay? Even now, because you look at the book at Jacob, they'll call James. The book asks you in the second chapter, do you among that there's one Elohim? He said, how you do? He said, you do well. He said, that Shadim, he said, they also among, and they tremble. That's right. So we understand now, we can't, because look at the people who he gave the Torah to. When those people heard it, what did they do? Fear and tremble. And later? So can we just go with that? Somebody just say Yahuwah. Whoo, goosebumps. That means I'm saved. That thing, who is scared me? Fear. No. We fear to a point of it keeps us from going again. We fear being outside of the will. Y'all got it? That's what we fear. Because we look at attribute, things we demonstrate can put us outside of his will, where he doesn't acknowledge us. Okay? See, when we inside his will, even though we get sick, he gotta consider. Even if anything happens, he gotta consider us. Because he's looking at they're inside of my will. So there are things I gotta do. If they get sick, I gotta come take it from the midst of them. If something happened, I gotta restore comfort. That's what he told when they came to Yahusha. He said, and I'm gonna restore comfort to his mourners. The people that mourn him are people that are harbored him. People that actually stayed with what he told them. So now on I'm going to get to restore comfort back to them. You ain't going to believe how he did it. That's why he cooned them up. What we're going to make, let me see. Yahusha was just moved and all your comfort and everything was in him. What's going to make you feel better? Ice cream sandwich? Some Fruit Loops. That's how he brought comfort to him. I'm going to get him up. When they saw him in the 24th chapter of the book of Matthew, and he walked with them they were coming from a city where Amos, and he saw them coming. Who? Amos. Who told you that? Your daddy taught you that? It sounded like I was saying Amos, didn't it? They're going to pick it up. 24th chapter right quick of the book. They'll pick it up. Hold on, let me do that before I move. Let me finish that. Let me finish. Because I don't want to come back. Come on, finish this up. Let me show them why I can't hear. Y'all hold me there. 24th chapter, the book of Oriah 2. Hold me there. Let me finish down. You said I'll move. You on 18? Put a 0 down there. 24, 14. So far, y'all got a half an answer. But y'all did, though. Man, y'all sure got me, though. Boy, y'all said, they look down here at y'all. They counted y'all out, ain't it? You know what the book said? Y'all want right there? It said, judge nothing before the time. That's what it said. See that? Y'all got, hey, Makai, you just showed up, too. You got some more answer, too, ain't it? Oh, boy, that's tight. I seen him look down here. He said, yes. Y'all gonna get one right? 2 right. All right, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Ho, we're not moving yet. What we doing? Let me get this first. Let's fit that. Come on. Let's fit this up. So look, so the power perfected in weakness. Therefore, my Lord rejoicing and boasting in my, this is what he said, in my weaknesses, so that the power of the Mashiach may dwell in me. Okay, if I realize he's working in me when I'm weak, what then don't I want to be there? Well, he said, if you get down and you get weak, I'll come out and be there. Which way you I'd rather be up and going and strong, don't need nothing. He don't need nothing. Why I'm coming? That don't make sense. Why I'm coming? I'm coming to people that when he came down to Mizraim, what did he tell Musa? So they was in what? Distress. That's right. So what did they need? He said, I've come down to Yahusha to deliver them, to save them. Had they not been crying, had they not been in need of salvation, why would I come? So he understood this. Could they deliver themselves from Mizraim? Which means they were weak. They was in weakness. So Elohim, did they deliver themselves? No, who delivered them? Because they were without strength. Right. So now Elohim came, the power of the Mashiach showed up. That's right. That makes sense to y'all? Yes, sir. So you can see what he can subscribe this to. They were weak in Mizraim. They were without power to deliver themselves. So now Yahushua, his con was sufficient. He kept them all the way up until there was a Pharaoh that came that didn't know Joseph. Now it was time for me to come and deliver them. Because I realized my con is stretched a bit to do it. Now it's time to get you out. Sometimes we move and try to live ourselves. When we don't wait, the power of the Mashiach don't show up. It's not working in us. We need this understanding. Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got to go back to the kids. You had a question? What is it? How would the Mashiach Yeshua save us? Well, that's what we're looking for. When it came down to a savior, the Mashiach would mean the anointed one, okay? So the anointed one is who we were waiting on to lead us and to deliver us, okay? So we'll look at it. To anoint means to pour oil, okay? Or to pour oil on. That's what it means to anoint, okay? So we were looking for the anointed one because that's the one that was chosen. Now I'm going to see, can they think of who was anointed? Your hands. I'm going to go to the back row. You going to say your answer? You going to save it till next time? You got it. Who? He said Kennedy? That's time. I'm writing that nigga Louis. Yes, sir. I don't know how he don't fall. I'll be about to fall. Okay. So he asked me about the name, the Mashiach. Mashiach means anointed one. Okay. So now I'm going to show you someone referencing that, okay? The anointed one, which is to pour oil on, okay? Basically, the anoint, okay? So now, when we're looking at that, do y'all know, or can you think of someone, I need hands, that was anointed? All right, watch out here. I got a second row right here. I'm going to get them a shot. If they don't get them, I'm going to go to the second row back here. I'm going to have to go to the next. Hold on, Buck, man. We got to do Buck. Buck need an answer, bad. Buck, you been straight. Buck, hold on, let me see. Buck, you got, hold on, think about it. You got to answer Buck. Papa and Granny going to be so happy. Really. You got it at time. Who you going to say? Let's see. Buck, who you got? I can't hear you. The Almighty? What you saying? Alice said, that's sad. Look, he's the anointer. What you gonna say? You said princess? Oh, the person. I thought he said princess. I don't know. Adam? Okay, we're going to go with another one. Say your answer. I found a question. I found one. I got to go to the next row back here. You got an answer? Tell me, let me hear. Yahusha. Why you think he's sitting over there? Why he think he's sitting over there not over here? Because we're not going to get it right. But now, question, Yahusha, but we're going to look at how we understand him as being the anointed one, okay? All right, let's look at that. Tell them who. That's it. Pick me up right quick. How many of y'all had that answer? That's tight. That is tight. All these folks here, yeah, I got the answer too now then. I just waited till somebody get the right answer. That's right. So let's look at Dexter. Dexter, you ain't here. It's another pastor done crept in. Yeah, Olive Shamuel, 1 Samuel, chapter 16, and we're going to go down to verse. Matter of fact, we'll do one right quick. Olive for 1 Shamuel. Shamuel. They'll put Shamiel. That's too close to that well they had down there. Shamuel. 16:1. We'll read down. Yeah, right here next to Louis. Y'all niggas thought y'all knew me. I'm right here with the 40. You can't shoot no 40 cal everywhere. Nigga. That man was on a live chat line asking himself a question. Yeah, what that true Yehudi? Oh, yeah, I'm right here. No, I hear that. Yeah. Man, I want to hear that. Yeah, I want to play it. I want to sing it too. I'm right here next to Louis, nigga. That nigga shoot you with the 40, nigga. Right here next to Louis, nigga. Kenny got that nigga down, don't it? All right, this Shamuel, 1 Shamuel 16:1. Let's see if we get an understanding so we'll kind of see how it worked for them. Because, again, he was not the only one anointed, okay? But we're going to look at this for a reason. Let's see. Now,
Yahuwah said unto Shamuel,
how what?
Long
shall you do what?
Mourn for Shaul,
Since?
saying, I have rejected him from reigning over Yasharal.
Pay attention. Now, Yahuwah said to Shamuel, how long shall you grieve over? He was mourning because he looked at Yahuwah had cut him off. He was done with him, so he was mourning. He was hurt over the situation. He said, since I have rejected him from reigning, that means ruling over Yasharal. Fill
thine horn with oil.
Fill your horn with oil and
go, and I will send thee to Yashi the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a malak among his beneath.
For I have selected a malak for myself among his benim, his sons. Let's see.
And Shamuel said, how can I go? If Shaul shama it, he will kill me. And Yahuwah said, take an heifer with thee and say, I am come to sacrifice to Yahuwah.
So that way tongue come to Zabak, should be Zabak. To sacrifice, because you got to look at what we did, listen. Take a heifer from the herd, which is going to be from the dog, in your hand, and say, I have come to sacrifice Zabak. Zabak also means to slay and kill. So he's actually looking at, he brought it because he was going to slay it. Okay, he was going to cut it, he was going to dress it, and he was going to kill it. Okay, to Yahuwah. That's going to make sense. That's the same thing we did with Yahushua. They slayed him and killed him. Hello? He ain't going to believe it. It was to Yahuwah. He was out Zabak. Y'all are paying attention, right? All your writing references him. Let's go. 3.
And call Kara Yashi to the Zabak, and I will shew thee what thou shalt do, and thou shalt Mashiach unto me him whom I shem unto thee.
That I designate. See, you shall anoint for me the who? One whom I designate to you. Okay? Pay attention to that. Listen.
And Shemuel did that which Yahuwah spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the Zakanim
house of bread, and the Zakanim of the city
trembled at his coming, and said, Comest thou in Shalom?
That's right. Whenever you seen the Ish Elohim coming, folks know, they want to know, because typically when they came, like Yahusha said, they typically never come to tell you nothing to.
That's right.
That's why all these preachers now come to town, everybody happy, excited. I don't know why. When the Ish Elohim came, they looked at it was going to be dread.
Yeah.
That's what they were trembling. And look who did it. The Zakanim, the elder, they weren't stupid. We done seen the destructions of the hand of Yahuwah. And now you come down here, typically we getting ready to see an ox, or we being told something's off. They trembled to meet him and said, do you come in Shalom? Let's see what happened. All right, listen.
And he said in Shalom, I am come to Zabak unto Yahuwah. Kodash yourselves and come with me to the Zabak. And he Kodash Yashi and his Bani and Kara them to the Zabak.
Okay.
And it came to pass, when they were come, that they looked on Eliab and said, surely Yahuwah Mashiach is before him.
His anointed is before Yahuwah. Let's see what happened.
But Yahuwah said unto Shemuel, look not on his countenance.
And his what?
On his countenance.
His appearance. So you know what he was looking at? If he was looking, what was he using? The And his told him, just looking at the man's stature, you could naturally see from his appearance that this got to be him. But now Yahuwah done told him but Yahuwah said to Shammah, do not look at his appearance. Don't judge it by the appearance. Okay? Because it's not what you're thinking. If people paid attention, his order was when he went, Mashiach, who I tell you, the one I designated. This is what happened. But Yahuwah said to Shammah, do not look at his appearance, nor at the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. I've already counted him out. But see, with his he naturally assumed that's who he must have chose. Look how big the guy is. He's a big old guy. He looks like an anointed guy. He said, don't go. And this is to you, because a lot of time you'll judge people, and even Yahusha told you, judge not after the. But Mashpat, guess what? That's why he was telling you this. Listen what he said. Listen why? Because I have rejected him. And you'll assume somebody counted in. He done counted them out. Listen.
For Yahuwah seeth not as Ish seeth, for Ish looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahuwah looketh on the law.
So now that's important for us, because we went to Barashit. And what did the Nakash tell him? Yahuwah know that your eyes will be open, your wounds, and you will be as who? Which means you will be able to look on the inward part of a man. You won't just go with appearance. You'll be able to look on the inward part of a man. Okay? This is what they were trying to obtain. Sight. Like, you think they were walking around a gun like this? Feel over there and see if you can feel some huckleberries. No. It wasn't that. They had eyes, but we're talking about being able to see like Yahuwah. And the way to see like Yahuwah is to have Yahuwah's order, which is to have all his judgments, have his statutes. Y'all got it? So then I know how to judge. I know how to see a matter. If a person doesn't do what he say do, I already know he done rejected you. Okay? But when you got man eyes, I can't say. I don't know. All we can do is just pray and hope. We don't have to pray and hope. We do just like he told her. He said, I rejected him. Okay? Let's see. And he let you know, I don't see like he see. I look on the inward part. Let's see, 7. Did we read it already? All right, verse 8.
Then Yashi Yakra Abinadab, and made him pass before Shemuel, and he said, neither hath Yahuwah chosen this.
You see that? He let him know Yahuwah hadn't chosen him. Let's see what happened.
Then Yashi made Shema to pass by. And he said, neither hath Yahuwah chosen this. Again, Yashib made 7 of his Bani to pass before Shamuel. And Shamuel said unto Yashib, Yahuwah hath not chosen these.
See that? He ain't chosen. Now, you know he looking at. Let me see for a second. Let me get you for a second. Let me get you for a second. I just want you to walk by. I want you to just walk by. We'll go right that way. I'm going to stand here. Just walk by. Just walk by. That's good. The reason I ain't stop y'all, because he didn't tell me to. See, for him, when he told him to pass by, see, after the first judgment you made, he told you the first time, you go back to recount what he told you. I'm going to show you who I designated. Right. So once they pass by, if he chose you, he will let them know, that's him. That's the one I want you to Mashiach. Y'all got it? That's Sue. Appreciate it. So after you got correct the first time, you realize something. I should have been trying to pick anyway. He told me when I went down to take the horn of oil, he's going to show me who I'm supposed to Mashiach. That's right. When I start looking, I look just like man did. I was just ready to pour oil on this guy. It just looked like, I mean, he's tall enough. I don't know too many guys his height. He must be him. And that's a lot of time how we mess up. We'll choose people and say people are the ones the whole time. You looking on the outward appearance. You're not looking on the law. Okay? Let's see. So we already read that. Listen. Verse 11.
And Shamuel said unto Yashib, are here all thy Benim? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Shamuel said unto Yashib, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he cometh hither.
Okay. So they weren't going to sit till he came in. Let's go.
And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, and withal of a beautiful countenance.
And with beautiful eyes.
And two to look to.
Remind you of anybody? Yeah. So that's what he looked at when he chose him. He was ruddy, which meant he was red. He had reddish. His skin was kind of reddish. Okay? His skin, you have our brown tone, but they have a slight reddish in it. But just like Adam. Adam was a reddish man. Okay? He's reddish, meaning his cheeks were kind of reddish. Okay? A couple of things that do that today for you too. This is what he said. And he was goodly appearance. So the let him know he was good looking. And Yahuwah said,
Cum Mashiach him, for this is he.
See that? That's the one. So now this is what you want to pay attention to. When he told him to Mashiach him, he Mashiached him to replace somebody that he had already rejected, just like Adam. He had already rejected Adam. So here was the man that he was going to replace him with. This man was going to be ruddy, and he was going to be of a goodly counsel, a goodly appearance. And this is the man he was going to Mashiach, and he was going to let this man rule over his arm. So you can be a Mashiach, be anointed, but this particular person he was going to anoint, this was the one that all of his Akim were going to Tahalim. Okay, just like Yehuda. You're the one, so what you think all his Akim won't have to do? This is the man going to rule over Yasharal. He's going to rule over his people, his arm. So that's why we look at the Mashiach in the status when we look at him being here, because this is the man that Yahuwah Mashiach to rule over his arm. So let me say something. Arise, Mashiach him, for this is, that's all I need. 129, Yukonon. They call it John. Okay. All right, listen.
The next Yom, Yehukanan said, Yahusha coming unto him.
You said the next Yom, Yehukanan seen Yahushua coming to him?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happened.
And said, behold, the Lamb of Elohim, which bears the kata of the Olam.
Let's see what happened. Verse 30. Let's see what it said.
This is he of whom I said.
We ain't heard that before, have we?
Yes, sir.
That this is the one?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to what he said. Of whom I said,
After me cometh a east, which is preferred before me.
For
He was before me,
prior to me, listen what happened.
and I knew him not, but that he should be made manifest to Yahusha. Therefore am I come immersing with mine.
You see what happened? He said, I did not know him, but that he might be revealed to Yahusha. So he came, you ain't gonna believe it. Therefore he was coming to immerse with mine. You ain't gonna believe it. Shemuel didn't know who Dawood was. If he knew he was, he'd have walked straight in and done it.
That's right.
He didn't know who he was. Let's see what he told us. Listen.
And Yuchanan bear record, saying, I saw the Ruach descending from Shamayim like a dove, and it abode upon him.
Uh-oh, let's see what happened.
And I knew him not.
Uh-oh, did he know Dawood? Well, let's see what he said.
But he that shalak me to immerse with mine, the same said unto me, upon whom thou shalt see the Ruach descending and remaining on him, the same is he which immersed with the Ruach HaKadosh.
That's the same thing he looked at. The one that he sent into, that he was going to designate, that he was going to make Mashiach, that was the one that they were going to have to look to. That's the same thing Yehukanah was trying to tell them. He said, when I came to do it, he said, I didn't know who he was. But he told me that the one that he designated, that he going to let the Ruach set on him, which he anointed him with the Ruach. We saw a natural anointing with the oil. But now he just anointed him with the Ruach HaKadosh. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That's what he just did, anoint him with the Ruach HaKadosh. He Mashiach him with the Ruach HaKadosh. Just like you pour oil out to anoint, he poured out the Ruach HaKadosh on him, and it stayed. It stayed, it didn't move. He said, that's him. This is who he chose to rule over his arm. So that's how we understood the Mashiach, and why we accepted him, because he was of the lineage of Dawood. He told Dawood that there was never going to fail him a ish of his lineage that was going to rule over Yahusha. Yahushua came out from the family lineage of Dawood. That's why we accepted him, because Dawood was supposed to have a man that was coming from his lineage that was going to rule over his arm. Every man he had, people thought that was him. It was not him. That's why we accepted him. He met every classification. He was the one anointed. That was him. That's what Yuchanan told us. This is he. Dawood became to be made known to Yahusha. That's why they set him head over the. Why y'all think they set him over the arm? Dawood reigned over Yehuda first. Then he reigned over you. He did not start out over Yahusha. He reigned over Yehuda. Then later he reigned over Yahusha. You ain't gonna believe it. Yahushua reigned over Yehuda when he came here. He was of the Yahudim. When they put him on the tooth, they said the man ruled, he was over Yahusha. Same thing with Dawood. He fought to be over Yahusha. Okay. The appearance, knowledge. When we read and go back and watch and see, that's how we know. We don't just accept him because he was anointed. He's not the only person who was anointed. But this was the one he chose to rule over his arm. We accepted Dawood when he was Mashiach. Now we accept Yahushua because he was Mashiach. This is he. And we knew him not. But that he should be made manifest to Yahusha, revealed to us. That's why he sent him. Same way with Shaul. Shamal, he came down there to anoint him. He said, that's why he sent me, so he could be made known to Yahusha. Well, Yehukanah said, that's why he sent me to immerse with my aim, so that this man could be made manifest to Yahusha. Two men he set on a mission to set somebody up that the arm would know, this is the one Yahuwah set up to rule his arm. That's right. Okay? Let's see what he told. Pick me up at 96. Yeshayahu. Sometimes it be hard to swallow like an aspirin. What you call that stuff? Mala cocktail bombs you be dropping? What it is? What now? He be called, that's a Molotov? That's what they call cocktail bomb. That's what I'm saying? That's what you know, you be coming to that stuff. What you call there when you be coming? What do you call? Metaphor. Oh, metaphor. That's what they call it. They call Mala cocktail bomb. Oh, that's what you call it? Metaphor? Same Mala cocktail bomb. Same thing. He be thinking so dead. Yeah, most striped than a zebra. That's a Mala cocktail bomb. I'm like, okay. Boom. All right, Ruth, tell Ruth. Boom. Let's see what he told her. Let's see what he told her. This is 9 and 6. Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah. Listen.
For unto us a Yalid is born.
Y'all see what he told her? For a Yalid, for a child shall be born to who? Us.
Unto us a being is given.
So we knew what to look for. We knew a child born just like anybody else. A woman pregnant, they want to know, you know what you having yet? She said no, so we been waiting. But here we knew a child was going to be born, a Yalid. Now we knew the sex. A son shall be given to us. Let's see what happened.
And the government shall be upon his shoulders.
Which means he's going to have the rule. This son that we're going to be receiving is actually going to rule. Let's see what happened.
And his Shem shall be Kara.
What's going to be upon his shoulder. And his Shem shall be called
Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Elohim, the Everlasting.
what? Alarm for everlasting? What they put? Father, IB. No, they want to put IB. IB will be my father. They put IB for Mighty Elohim. No. Gabar. Where y'all get IB? Oh, they put it here. Gabar. IB. Well, that's gonna be over here. Y'all done jumped too far. Y'all let us go here. Let us handle this out. Yeah, right here from Mighty Elohim, they gonna call him Gabar. So we gonna know he was gonna be a fighter. He gonna be a warrior. Okay. You all right, Granny? I'll make sure I pay her insurance. Go ahead. For everlasting, we say alarm. They use odd. Odd. I want that for the Odd. Abba. IB would be our father. Go ahead.
The Sar of Shalom.
So he's going to rule over peace. So you want peace, he controls that. Y'all got it? And that's the reason when they saw him, he was on a ship and he made the waves be still, the Yam, which is the ocean. They want to know what manner of ish was this. They said even the wind and the waves were subject to him. He told them shalom. And you know, the water was tossing and going. He made it calm. He ruled over it. He showed, I rule over peace. If you want shalom, he said, I control that. Let's see what this he told them. So so how we going to be looking? We're looking for a child, but then we know the sex is a man, a boy. Then we're looking for him to be able to do this. You mean to tell me you're going to put all this on your back? Like we said, are you going to put all that weight on your shoulders? Your Shem going to be called Wonderful, Counselor. These are attributes. You go ahead in the name of Wonderful. That's not the man's name. His name not Counselor, but he give you a recommendation for a course of behavior. His name is Yahusha. He said, that ain't beautiful? You need to be saved. That's not wonderful? That you call a man name, that man, and he actually does what his name say. That's not wonderful? You go to a recommendation for a course of behavior, then the man's a fighter. We know that when they took him, he said, you don't think that I could allow to out here give me more than 12 legions? A Malachim? He said, but so they know I got people that fight with me. He told me, he said, listen, if my mouth cool was all this all right, he said, they know my arm, they'll fight for me. He said, I wouldn't be delivered. I'm a fighter. Everybody with me fight. That's how Dawood was. Dawood kept trained fighters with him. And it came down, he even had the arm trained. He said, take them and teach them the use of the bow.
That's right.
Because the man kept fighters with him. He wanted the arm to know how to fight. These people don't know nothing. These folk prayer warriors. They can't even pray. That's why they defeated, because they don't want to believe it. All this, the man that you know I'm a fighter. Come on. There.
Of the increase of his government and Shalom, there shall be no end, upon the throne of Dawood and upon his Malkuth, to order it and to establish it with Mashpah and with Sadak, from henceforth, even for Elam. The zeal of Yahuwah of Sabaoth will perform this.
So that the zeal, which is enthusiasm, he's going to show it. So this is what we're looking at. Look where so this was important. We looked at somebody ruling, having peace. We were looking for them to be able to sit upon the throne of Dawood. All this was important for us when we were looking accepting him. Okay? Let's see what they said about in the 7th chapter, 7 and 37 of the book of Yehukanai. Let's just see what they told us. See, a lot of folk, you know what they believe in? I don't need it. I just believe. That's your problem. You shouldn't. You shouldn't believe nothing you can't verify. Somebody get one of them asthma inhaler. All right, we'll let this roll like that. You're looking at 737. So I already wrote down y'all next one, so y'all already know where to go. So I try to get y'all finished. I started late. That's on me. That ain't on y'all. So I'll put that up, 737. Matthew 22:42. Y'all get all that? Then Romans chapter 1, verse 1. Listen.
In the last yom,
Listen, in the last yom,
that great yom of the cog, Yahusha stood and cried, saying, if any each thirst, let him come unto me and drink.
Y'all hear what they're saying? And it came to pass on the last yom, that great yom of the Muhad, Yahusha stood and called out. What they use for called out? Yakra.
Oh,
Somebody probably Yakra. Yakra saying, if anyone thirsts, let him come to me and. Okay, I'm gonna see if y'all know how to reference that. So, what was gonna make them? So, if any of y'all thirst, come to me and get something to drink. Do I look like I have something to drink? So you come to me to get something to drink. How this gonna happen? Huh? Get it from the tree? Not too bad. Not the right answer, but you getting that though. You keep answering. You got to get one right. You know they say a broken clock right twice a day. The day ain't over with yet. Go ahead. Get it from the great day. All right, we're finna go on down. He don't get it right, see he got it, and I'm gonna come down. What will make them come to him? If any each thirst, any man thirst, let him come to me and drink. Because I have drinks. So I went down to Kroger's and got them Circle K. Them thing that bust your kidney. What you, oh, hold on, I got my kind. What you gonna say? Say it loud. The river. He close in it, but you close. What you gonna say also? Tahaleen. What's in Tahaleen? He talked about it as a deer panted for the Ma'im, so my soul waited on Yahuwah. Okay, the deer panted, his heart was beating to try to get there. He was going out to try to get something to drink. He declared, so his soul actually was thirsting for Yahuwah. So when he was on the tube and he said, I thirst, they gave him vinegar. That's not what he was asking for. He used that so they would see if they knew the Torah, they would have knew. He was saying, he was getting them a reference already. Just like a deer panted to get to the water, he said, that's how my soul is to Yahuwah. So when he said, I thirst, that's why after that he says, finish. Because I'm looking to go to be with Yahuwah. A deer would go to try to get the water. I'm trying to get to Yahuwah. So I gave you a reference. I didn't actually want you to put nothing in my mouth to drink. I was actually looking to be filled up and be recharged by Yahuwah. Okay? By the way, that ain't the answer. But we just want to explain what you gave it. You say you knew that too? What is? Second Yah? Zachariah. Zachariah 13:1. No, he's actually right. Y'all laughing, he right though. I don't know what he was talking. It is Zachariah. Yeah, that just tore up on the word. I know where he was going. He's saying Zachariah. You talking metropolitan. You got to speak Kanye's English. Yeah. Yeah, he can use that too. Let me see. Hold on for a second. See if so, stop. 3. 1. Yahuwah. See if the 3rd chapter. Let me see 15. Yahuwah. They're going to call it Joel. Let me say one. Let's see, 3 and 14. 13 be used too. Let's see something. Let's see, 2. Hold on, 2. Let me 2. Yahoo. Let me see, 2 and 14. 2. No, 3. You stay at 3. See 2. 14. Let me see. Y'all all should record it too and give you a different reference. 3. Let me see 3. 2 and 20. I got to go down. Okay. Go down to 2 and 24. Give them a different reference. They're using 13. Yeah, you can use 13 too. He good on. That's the one I was expecting y'all to call, but show y'all a different one though. Different pattern. Let's see that. I'm gonna set up something. 24. Y'all all 2 and 24, 26. Let's just read this. Listen.
And the floor shall be full of wheat.
Y'all said the threshing floor shall be. Y'all remember how you do that? What the threshing floor is? See, a lot of them, they looking at this now. They not thinking. Let me see what the hold on. Listen, the threshing floor shall be full of grain, and the vats shall overflow with new wines and oil. Okay. So now this what y'all got. This what y'all got to pay attention to. The threshing floor is where you really go and you stream out. Let's see it. Show them an example of the threshing floor. See, when a Christian, you read that, these folks don't know what that means. They don't know what that means. So I'm gonna show you. So I come to give you understanding. This is what I do for a living. I give you understanding. I read this stuff with y'all. I don't have to do a lot of it. I don't have no note card, no cue card. I do. It don't matter what we put up there. We'll go through it. I show how it go. At the end of the day, a lot of stuff these folk waste time doing. They kill too. What kill a lot of folk when they do it? It ain't nothing against cue cards and notes. I just don't have to do that. Okay? Because I come in with a real simple plan of honesty. We'll look at this, we'll break it down and dissect it, and I'll show you how it go. Okay. That's well enough. Y'all can see it, can't you? Can y'all sit in the back? This is grain harvest. We talk about the threshing, the wintering, and the eating. Y'all see what he doing? Nothing to care. What he doing? What is he doing, young people? What is he doing? What y'all say? Well, that's the same. So this what y'all got to look at with Yahusha. This what they were doing. And beating, you know what happened? He's getting the grains to drop down. You see that? So this is a very necessary thing he did. Same thing with Yahusha. It was necessary when they took him. And the folk, why they took clubs, they came out with clubs, they were beating him because they were bringing in a harvest. This is what you do to harvest. Same thing they doing. They got him. You see what they doing? The same thing they took. They were striking him. They want to know who hit him. See the threshing floor. And listen, this is the threshing floor. You see what he's doing? And you ain't going to believe what happened. And guess what happened? And the threshing floor going to be full of wheat. That's right. See, let me tell you what happened. When we set out, even he told us about when the Assyrians took us. Let's see, in the 10th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu, he told us that, y'all can write it down, I had to go, I don't have time to go get it. 10th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu. You'll read that, I think it's about 10, about 5 or 6. You just read it. He told us that the rod in the hand of the Assyrian, he said, that's my anger, that's the end of my anger. So when those people were beating and hitting us with the rod, guess what? That was similar to what he was doing. But see, we didn't understand. Why would they have a rod and they be beating us? This man, look at this man. But look at what he's doing. This looks cruel, isn't it? But look what he's putting. It's actually separating it. That's right. So when Yahuwah come through and chastise, that's what he told you. He talked about none of us without what? Jesus. He told you about the rod. He told you if you beat the child with the rod, what he told you? Won't kill him. Is he killing the wheat? Look at this man, stop it, you killing the wheat. No, sir. He said, but you shall deliver his nafar from where? What are he gonna do with the child? So let's stop this. That's right. No, sir. Now you understand it from their premise. That's right. If you withhold correction from the sheaf, He talked about don't withhold it from him. But if you beat him with the rod, with the the wheat is not dying from this. But you're delivering it because he's going to burn the chaff. With unquenchable fire. These people don't know what they're doing. They wasting time with this book. I told these folks, Harry Potter, the best book on the market, these people want to read it. If they playing with them, man, you'll lose your soul playing with these people. You can actually literally see that this is not killing the wheat. He said, but the floor is going to be full of wheat. So now he come in, we start getting strike, getting hit. It's because he's trying to separate or badal us. That's right. If you be without chastisement, which all are made partakers, then you mamzah for battle. He said, and you're not a benin. That's right. That's why they had to whoop Yahusha. We call him the Ben Adam. How is he a son and he didn't get chasing? That's right. How you man, I'll be honest with you, I don't like being told what to do. I don't like nobody getting on me. Don't worry about it, bastard. Yep. That's it. Yahusha, they had to get on him. That's a part of our Yeshua. That's right. And guess what I learned? Now people see me get corrected. Now Yahuwah can be glorified. Now he get the kabod. People say, yeah, it's to my shame I'm being corrected, but now I get an opportunity, and people get an opportunity to see him and see his workmanship. That's what that man's showing you. That's how the floor is going to be full of wheat. Make sense? Yes, we'd have just gone and read and just pray to Jesus and be lost. That's right. That's why I told you it's important to get understanding. Come on, let's see what else happened. We're going to know. Come on back to what we read. Look at that man. You know that man doing that? Cut the threshing floor full of wheat. I'm taking it up. Yahusha told you that you didn't know your visitation time. Yet you were told of the times and the season, you knew what time it was. That's right. He said that your enemy was going to come. You didn't believe what they were going to do. They were going to lay you to the ground. Where's that wheat at? In the air? Laying up against a tree? Look at that. Guess what happened? That's the Ruach, the wind coming in to separate. That's what happened when you obtain it. You separate. That's right. What that wheat can't stay with that stuff. Yeah, they look, man, we came up together. Man, you came up from the womb to the tomb, my nigga. That's the wheat can say that. But guess what happened when the Ruach comes? When chastisement come in, it'll separate you. See, if you don't know their premise, you don't know what you're doing, you playing with this book, you're wasting time. Look at that man. What he going through now? Now he's doing what Yahusha told you. He said, I'm going to get out of, he said, I'm going to sit down. Then I'm going to separate at the end, because it's always something that linger. He said, I'm going to sit down in that last unit, and I'm going to separate them, just like a ra'ah separate the sheep from the goats. That's right. That's what he do. He going through. That's not wheat. It looked like it. He going through. No, this not. That's what he's doing. He's literally going through and separate. Look at him. I said, amen. And he shall thoroughly purge his what? Y'all seeing it? He coming through. He's thoroughly purging it. He don't want that stuff will creep back in him. So you got to clean it. He told you what happened. That stuff will come right back out. It'll find this stuff clean. It'll try to creep right back in now. Hello? And he said when it come, it been swept and garnished. I clean that thing up. It's trying to find. He said, no, you ain't come back here. It was too hard getting you. Look at that now. Look at that. What did it take to get this? Prayer? No, just prayer and hope. Prayer, hope, and faith. That's right. You got to be pulled up sometime. You're going to have to be tied and bind. See, I didn't pay attention. Yahuwah tried to tell them. Yahuwah, when he had him, they want to know about Yahushua. He said, listen, the one I go and I kiss, said, that's him. Guess what they were doing? They turned him into a sheaf. What you think they were hitting? They tied him up and they were hitting him. People that knew our crowd, they were looking, saying, he looked like a wheat harvest. What? Y'all didn't pay attention. The book told you he was going to be called a Nazarene. That's right. Y'all didn't know that when Yahushua returned, when Shamshun turned, he returned. Wheat harvest. And you know what he did? He burned it all down. That's right. He came back in the time of wheat harvest and he burned it up. The stalk, the shaft, all, he burned it up. Yahusha was going to burn these people up when he come back here. When the book told he shall be called a Nazarene. That's right. He's going to burn up the wheat. He's not going to keep all this wheat. He's going to burn up the stalks and all. Man, these folks have no idea what they're doing. This stuff, these people don't know no better. These folks, listen, these folks praying to something that can't help them. Yep. They have no understanding. They don't know what the man talking about. Come on back to the book of Yahusha so I can get them out of him. I put this all up here. See, we just going. But I do this for a living. People don't believe I do this for a living. Let's see what happens. So now it makes sense. Listen, the threshing floor shall be full of what? And this is going to get there by the miracle of God. No, sir. That's right. Somebody going to have to bind and bring it up. Same way he told you going to bring us back. Look. And the vats shall overflow with new wine. The vats are what they pour water. Those like those bags you get them. They have the vats. It's a bag. You'll pour the wine in. And you know what he told us a man don't do? Say, you don't pour no new wine in an old bottle. He said new wine go in new vats, lest they burst. That's right. That's what he told them. Listen to what he told. The vats shall overflow with new wine and with oil. So we already know he told you that no man don't put no new wine in the old vat. So these old vats, they're going to burst. They knew. That's what he told us that first, and they didn't know why he told them that. Now it makes sense to y'all? Yes, sir. Hold on, make sure. What's that? Mark 2 and 20, I think it is? Yahusha? No, shouldn't be. The second time? Should be in the book of Mark. Mark might record it too. See if that's 2 and 20 or 14. Seems like it's Mark. I know I was over there. What 2? Yahusha, he find Yahusha in the second chapter. He'll start talking about in 20. He'll start talking about destroying the Mashkan and build it back about 2 and 19, somewhere like that. So he want my job so bad. But this is a hard job to swallow like an aspirin. Now, based on what y'all read, let's see this. Most of these folks, ask them folks what he's talking about. They don't know nothing about this stuff. Okay? Listen.
And no each put a new wine into old bottles. Else.
Hold on. What now makes sense why he told her, he said it's gonna be, he said the vats were gonna run with what kind?
New wine.
This is what he told you. And no one puts new wine in used wine skins.
Else the new wine doth burst the bottles.
Split open the wine skin.
And the wine is spilled
out.
And the bottles will be marred.
Ruined.
But new wine must be put into new bottles.
That's what I do for a living. Mm-hmm. Now he told you about what we're going to have. Let's pay attention. Let's go back over. Yahusha, chapter 2, 24. We're finishing that. And he says it's going to overflow with new wine and oil. Let's see. Then
I will restore to you the shakah that the locust hath eaten.
See that? Then I shall make up to you for the years which shanim, years plural, im, that the swarming locusts have eaten, and
the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you.
So most of y'all, how many of y'all don't know what he's talking about? Let me see the hand. How many of y'all don't know what he's talking about? Okay. Most of y'all not raising your hand because you're saying, I know what a locust is. Does anybody know what he's referencing this to? Let me see your hand that don't know. That don't know. Well, why y'all folks, these folks had their hands sit still like, yeah, I know what it means. Because I want to know y'all know. In the first chapter of the book of Yahusha, he told them about what he was going to do to them. He was going to send in these different armies of the cankerworms. These were actually locusts and caterpillars. I was going to send in the chewing locusts. I was going to send the flying locusts, all these locusts. So he was showing at the beginning, he would let them know, every time when one hits you, I'm going to hit you with another one. Then I'm going to hit you with another one. But now he told us, I'm going to go back and I shall make up to you for the shamim that the swarming locusts have eaten, the creeping locusts, the stripping locusts, and the gnawing locusts, my great army which I sent among you. Give me the first chapter right quick. Y'all give me some time. Maybe tomorrow I'll let them just come in and just sing. That's what you want to do. Y'all don't want to learn that. Y'all going to be like them Christians out the wild. So I want you to know what you're reading. If you know that don't make sense, you just sit here, y'all sit here and just listen to what years, what you had eaten up. So it was important the people who are going to understand what he said are people know what he said. That makes no sense unless you know what he's talking about. We can't sit back and say, well, what he said. Yeah, I know it's what he said, but what did he say? What was he talking about? Let's see. The Bob Yahuwah that came to y'all, let me put it, yo all. Okay, yo all is what they're going to try to know. Y'all all is his name, isn't it? Y'all all. I'm saying y'all all. Y'all all. Okay. They're saying yo all. Yo ill. Okay. The Ben of Pethalal. All right, listen.
Shama this, ye O Anashim, and give ear, all ye inhabitants of the Arats.
Listen why.
Hath this been in your Yamim, or even in the Yamim, or your abode?
He asking them, have you ever seen this? Has your fathers ever seen this? Let's see what they hadn't seen.
Tell ye your Benim of it.
You went too fast. Not you, Chris. Yeah. Tell your Benim of it.
And let your Benim tell their Benim.
And?
Their Benim and another to Ladah.
Why? Hands. Why? Hands. Yes. To continue. Why? Huh? He said every man should be taught of it. You were supposed to teach your children, and your children are supposed to teach another generation. That would make each be taught of him. So what you're saying makes sense. If, hypothetically, he's my son, he's way too old, he should be my father. Anyway, so they've been my pastor ever since I was a little boy. But then he would teach Ian if Ian was his son. Ian would teach Jonah if that was his son. So then he would teach Danny if that was his son. So now every each would be what? Be taught of him. People think, hey, y'all think this is how stupid we were Christian. We thought the man going to come out and just teach everybody. It was going to happen because we were going to follow the ritual. If every man taught his son and his son taught his son, then that would make every each be taught of him. But the way they told him, we were sitting around, I don't let no man teach me. I let the Lord. I just want the Lord to teach me. Because you're an idiot. People are idiots. We didn't know. And the people I'm saying idiot because people didn't know. They didn't want to know. They didn't want to understand. They wanted to read, be lazy, and let the Lord work it out. So he answered, the only reason it makes sense because listen, it had never happened in your time. It's never happened in your father's time. So you don't know about it because you never seen it. You also don't know about it because your father never taught it to you. He never taught it because he never seen it. He never knew it. Now he's telling you, since it's going to happen in your time, how about you teach your son? Let your son teach his son. Then his son teach his son. So it'll continue. Now you will know. Y'all make sense? So all this is what he was trying to do. And they were going to teach another Tuladah. Let's go.
That which the palmer worm hath left, hath the locust eaten, and that which the locust hath left, hath the cankerworm eaten, and that which the cankerworm hath left, hath the caterpillar eaten.
Look, the stripping locusts have eaten. So all they were doing, every one of them just coming through taking something. You ain't gonna believe it. Let me show you something. This has been showing you something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The soldiers. When they met Yahusha, every man apart. You know they stripped him. That's right. That was in their Yamim. They took the coat. They finally took that. They all took them apart. Everyone took apart until they stripped him. This is the same thing they were learning here. So when everybody took something, then the last one, the stripping one came. The one to take everything off of them. How many people y'all think we've been passed through? This happened in our Yamim. And white folk want you to let it go and don't teach your kid. We were supposed to teach it. Won't y'all leave it alone? That one back then. No, we're going to teach them about these locusts. The one that came down and gnawed on us. And the one that came down and chewed on us. And the one that creeped up on us and eating on us. And then we get the last one, the one that stripped us of everything we got. That's all those people were. They were mimicking locusts. They sat down one and they broke it into 4 parts. That's all they were doing. They just sat down till they tore and they broke on this stuff and they all had a part. And they got to the coat. They said, well, let's cast light for this one. They stripped them of everything. He tried to tell you, have you seen this before? Had they seen it? But since you've seen it, teach your benim about it and let them teach their benim and let them teach another one. These folks don't know they be doing this stuff. Let's go back right quick to the third chapter. I got to get through and get out of here. They ain't got time for this. Do y'all know how far we on? I was telling Boston now. Let me tell you something. I told him, me and him, but we have tied up so much time on trying to do so much stuff to try to make sure y'all guys get ahead and you'll get screwed every time fooling around with y'all. It just be honest, you really do. The people need to hear this. You get screwed a lot with y'all. We just as a group. You're going to have the lazy liars, the cheats, and everybody else, they're going to just beat you out of stuff, going to do nothing. You just do. It's just mixed in, integrated. Just like he was sitting down with the wheat. You can beat it and do all you want to. You got something you just got to hand pick, just get rid of it. At the end of the day, y'all know how bad we need this knowledge. We done read this stuff at Christian. You just run through it. It ain't for you to know. That's the Lord, the secret thing. But how's this secret when he's telling you about it? That's not no secret. That's stupid. But they'll use that for later. Well, the secret thing belongs to the Lord. The always revealed belong to us, so we don't know it. That's the Lord's. How did the Lord not just took y'all through it? So it's not his. It belongs to us then, don't it? That's right. I wouldn't be able to reveal it to you if it's his. So it's not secret. Come on, third chapter. Let me get it finished up. Get them. Yeah, Genesis, Bereshit. We're supposed to be back at Yahuwah. Your all. Yeah. Your all, I'm sorry. Two and 24, I'm sorry.
26.
2 and 26. We at 26?
Yes, sir.
We done went through 25? Okay. All right, 26. 26. Thank you. Let me say, listen.
And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and Tahallah the Shem of Yahuwah your Elohim, that hath dealt wondrously with you, and my arm shall never be ashamed.
Come on, keep reading. Well.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Yasharal, and that I am Yahuwah your Elohim, and none else, and my arm shall never be ashamed.
Shall not be ashamed. Alarm. Come on.
And it shall come to pass afterwards.
Let's see what he's going to do.
That I will pour out my Ruach upon all Basar, and your Bani and your Banuth shall not be.
No. He was completely wrong. Completely wrong. 15, 13, 14. Go to the third chapter. Third chapter. Is that what he was going to use? No, you can't. No, I wouldn't use that. 3, jump down to 18. Come on down to 16. Still work that out. Okay, listen.
Yahuwah also shall roar out of Zion and utter his call from Jerusalem.
So Zion is a city of Daoud. That's also your Yahusha. Saun was a city that Daoud took, and he named. Yahusha was also called Saun. Y'all remember in the book of Yeshayahu in the 49th chapter, he told you that Saun said that Yahuwah had forsaken him. That was Yahushua. He asked him, why thou forsaken him? He asked, could an aim forget her suckling being, her son? Remember, under us what we're going to be born? A son. So he was letting her know that Yahuwah was going to roar out from Saun. So when he cried out, that was Yahuwah. He told you I'm going to roar. I'm going to cry out from Zion, which was him. They were looking for the literal city. How old he got? 49. Let them see right quick. How many of y'all don't remember him saying that about Zion? Let's see right quick. 49. I want to make sure y'all got it. You got a question? Question? Yes, sir. Get it for 49. Pick it up. 49, 14. Sir? Zion, we'll look it up. How about that? We know it's a city that Daoud took. Are y'all getting the understanding?
Yes, sir.
Because we might not make it back tomorrow. You don't know what Yahuwah might see fit. Let's get it Layla. Like I'm saying, like hey, let's get it Laylat. What do you call it?
Laylat.
Layla, yeah. He said it Layla.
Layla.
He called it Layla.
Layla.
He said, preacher, Layla. We said Layla. That's what he called Layla. Layla. We be trying to figure out. Layla. You mean Layla? Yeah, Layla. That's what he called it, Layla. All right, let's see. Look at this. Yeshayahu 49:14. Listen to this now.
But Saul said, Yahuwah hath forsaken me.
He told us he said on the 2 what? He asked, so listen who said it. Saul said it. Yahuwah had
Forsaken me.
and
My Adon hath forgotten me.
see that? That's what he said. He want to know why you forsaken him. He felt he had forgotten him. Let's see what he told us.
Can a Ashar forget her sucking child?
How she gonna forget her son that sucked the tit? A woman, y'all young now, but y'all tit babies. When a baby's small, when baby born before they came with bottles, the babies have to nurse. Nursing is when the mother gives them breast milk, okay? When she holds them to the breast, okay? You only do that with a child that's small, that's in need. They can't get water, they can't drink for themselves, so you have to nurse them through the breast, okay? So Yahuwah said, that's how I looked at you. He said, can a woman forget her nursing child? When a woman breastfeeds, she knows where she has to be near, because she know that baby can cry out. She's knowledgeable of the baby eating patterns. You ain't ate nothing in about 3 hours. I know I need to be getting around. I know I need to be prepared to get ready to feed you. A nursing mother knows she needs to be responding to her child's cry when they come down to feeding, okay? And he's telling you that. Can a woman forget her nursing yard?
That she should not have compassion on the being of her womb.
Why would she leave her baby crying when she has the ability to feed him? He's saying, why would a mother do that? She can't do that. So what he said?
Yea, they may forget.
He said, but then again, he knew about 2000s and the 90s going to come. He said, yeah, that lazy heifer forget. But
will I not forget thee?
He said, but I won't forget you. She may forget. She possibly will forget. He said, yeah, I won't forget you. Typically, a mother that's nursing a child is always mindful about that, okay? Let's see what happened. Let's see what he did.
Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me.
Now, think about this. We're talking about forgetting. Let me see what y'all got for me. Y'all need an answer bad. Man, y'all shooting bad. Robert, you want the right answer, don't you? You counting these guys. He said he been trying to give y'all a chance. What about you? Buck said he been gave up. Buck, you gave up, Buck. I'm talking about them. Buck gave. Y'all gonna look, Robert and Buck out here, they wanna. Yeah, that's a lot to carry right now. He said if you don't have an answer, at least raise your hand. All right, here we go. This time. So this is what he did. Now I want y'all to tell me the word for it. He talked about, can a nursing mother forget her son that she's breastfeeding? Which means she would have to do what? If you don't forget, what you have to do? He got that answer. Okay? Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to get that. I need a hand. The Abari word and the meaning of that word. Cam, you got the answer again? You going to save it? That man I had 3 answers back there, and he been holding off for y'all guys. What's the word? You want me to tell you what the word is? That'll be the answer. Hold on. Y'all get the right answer. I'm going to get them a shot. Listen, we're going to get them a shot. Do we get them a chance?
Yes, sir.
These guys, hold on, they're tight. Hold on, folks. Let me tell you, these guys said don't even give y'all no chance, y'all. Let's try one. How many y'all, what y'all think, studio, we should give them a shot? Yeah. How many y'all said they're going to mess it up? All right, let's see. Hold on. All right, let's do it. Hold on, y'all don't talk to me. Hold on, I'm going to get, They ain't right. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Do this. I'm finna go do this. Discuss y'all answer. And y'all got to remember now, the word now, what it means too, because it goes with what he say he going to do. So y'all say, y'all got y'all answer. Y'all make sure y'all discuss y'all answer and make sure y'all got, y'all good. Y'all discuss, make sure y'all got the same answer right quick. One way or another. It's going to be tight. How many of y'all got the answer out here? Let me see these folks. We ain't doing that right. Y'all didn't do this. Let me see them hands so I can remember. Look, Carol say, I got it. That's for mom. Let's see. Smitty, you know you have no right answer. You might well have been sitting over here with them. All right, let's see this time. You got it? Y'all got it. Let me see them here. Rich, you got it? Hold on for a minute. Dwayne, we know you. How many of y'all know Dwayne answer wrong? We're going to see when the answer comes. All right, y'all done discussed it. All right, hold on. Get a spokesman who announce y'all answer. Who y'all going to let announce the answer? Y'all done discussed it? Hold on. Hey, y'all discussed it? All right, so the person going to announce y'all answer, y'all be ready. Stand up. Hold on. Stand up. Let me see. Let's stand up so we can hear y'all. Hold on. All y'all going to announce the answer. Well, they can stand up with who going to be the announcer? Y'all got it? Now, Adam, they done said not you. What you done did? You right this time. He said, Joseph, you believe in him? Joseph, all right, so Joseph, all right, here we go. Y'all listen, all this riding on him now. Y'all, all is riding on him. Y'all ready? So remember now, we're going to need the word for it, and don't forget the meaning of it. Okay? Do you need me to repeat the question? Okay, I'm just making sure. All right, well, here we go, y'all. We're going to go. Let's see. All right, come on, Alice. Alice got y'all answer. Let's go. What is it?
Man, that was mine.
Well, y'all agree. All right, come on. Hold. That's one part. Hold on. All right, hold on. Seriously? When I said the right answer? All right. Hold on now. We ain't done. That's right. Discuss. Hold on. There's something else that you got to remember. We know the meaning. Y'all got the answer for it? Or I had to get them. Y'all got the answer for it? Listen, y'all got 5 seconds. Do y'all have the answer? That's half of it. All right, y'all got 5 seconds. 1, 2. All right, here we go. Y'all got it this time? Do I need to repeat the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, come on. What is it?
To remember. No. No.
Yeah.
To know.
So, that we through patience and comfort of the scripture might have hope. What are you talking about? That had nothing to do with this. That man just said quoted that. He was steady going. Y'all done, man. Go on, man. Give yourself a half a point, Joker. Joseph, what would you quote? That man doing that we through patience comfort might have hope. Hey, y'all ever thought about auditioning for Animal Planet? I know. Y'all, hold on. Y'all got half a point. Let's see if they got it now. Let's see. Y'all got, hold on. Do y'all remember what y'all posted? Y'all remember that? Y'all good. Who gonna be the spokesman for the answer? Micaiah, what is it? It's a call to remember to mark. Listen what y'all, listen, let me show you what y'all, just so y'all know, listen. Back me up right quick, 15, 14, I want y'all to pay attention, okay? This right here. Listen, 14, 15. Can a woman forget her nursing child, which means she has to zakar him, right? From pitying, from having compassion, pitying the being of her womb. Even these may forget, but I shall not forget. So now, we need proof that he won't forget. Let's see what he told us, next verse. Behold, I have inscribed you on my palms of my hand. Your walls are continually before me. So I marked it on my hand as to not to forget. Because she may forget it because she's done nothing as to mark it as to remember. Okay? That makes sense. That's how now when Yahusha showed up to them after he had come, guess what he did? He showed them that he had marked the palms of his hand as to not to forget. Make sense? Why would he show them his hands and his feet? they were scarred. They were marred. Y'all got it? So they've been inscribed because they put nails in them. So he was showing them that I didn't forget. Not just I said, oh man, I remember. What did you do to remember? Oh, just trust me, I remember. No, I wrote it down. Years ago, people would tie a string on their finger. Y'all remember that? They said, tie a string on your finger. So you said, goodness, I'm supposed to remember something. I got this. He said, well, listen, I inscribed it upon my hands as to not to forget. Make sense? Okay, let's look at what Saum means. Most High will not try to let y'all go and come back. I try to lead this up here. We don't know where we're going to go, but we'll see if he'll let us finish this up because I feel like they're good information for us. All right, young people, we appreciate y'all. Because I want y'all to, I want all of us, people, I want us to get this. We don't waste a lot of time and been behind. Now it's time to make sure we get it. All right, listen to Saum, a monumental, or listen, a guiding pillar. Saum, permanent, okay, a heart of Yasharal. A monumental or a guiding pillar. That's what we look at with Yahusha. That's why we remember a monument is put there as resurrect or something, I guess would be, well, we look at it, something like that would be resurrected as for a commemoration of. Let's see what a monument is. Let's look at the definition of it. But hold on, you still writing this? I will come back. Oh, hold on, let me get it. Monumental guiding pillar. They still copy. Y'all got it? Or we also look at it's a heart of Jerusalem. Now, when Yahusha was crucified, you ain't gonna believe it. He was on a heart. That's right. He was on the top of a mountain. So that still will make him Saum. Y'all got it? But now we'll look up monumental or monument. Well, we'll look at both monumental. Because monument would just be the root word. Monumental would probably put it more like, I guess, an adjective maybe. Listen, I start putting out my pronoun as subject and predicate now. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but I can pull them out now. Oh, damn, there it is. My fifth grade teacher didn't know I knew that. I ain't even know. Sometimes you don't know what you know. Great in importance, extended or size. Okay? Great in importance, extended or size. They said, man, we got a great big old monument. And the reason why you put that because it's of importance. So when Yahusha was on the two, guess what? He was monumental, which made him great in size and extent. See, this all fits him, doesn't it? Hello? And he was in Jerusalem. And he was on a heart. So he was Saum. Okay? Makes sense? Okay, see, these people run around, they're trying to find when the city cried out to him. Okay? So I tell you what, I appreciate it. Let me get that third. Let me finish that third chapter of Yahuwah, and I'm going to go. Because he told me, I don't know, he was reading it. That's what he was thinking about. I'll pour out my Ruach upon all flesh. You can use that, though. Let me say, verse 16. Probably read down. Let me say. Yahuwah roars from Saum, utters his voice from Jerusalem, and the Shamaim and the Arats. Didn't we see this? When? This y'all chance. But they get you. Give me an answer. When we saw it? When we were knowledgeable of it? Y'all gonna trust him for the answer? No. Who wanna get, let's who gonna get the answer? Robert. You got the answer? When? That's what he said. When he was in the city. Robert, why ain't been there? You answer something. Hold on, what your name is, Robert? That dog just steady smiling. They ain't gave us an answer yet. Good answer, that's right. When he was in the city, he was sitting there because the rock started quaking after he had resurrected. Okay? And the Shamin trip, but Yahuwah is refuge for his arm and a stronghold to the benim of Yasharal. So we learned this when we told about this. Him in a refuge. I need a hand. That's it. The hand, the voice hand. You got another answer. You gonna hold it? That's it. He said, hold on. That's 4 right answers you got. Just keep. Do you have the right answer? You gonna say the wrong answer? I'm gonna count it against you. Y'all ain't got a half a point. Well, y'all got a whole point. Y'all got 2 halves. 2 halves make a whole. What you got? You finna give an answer? What's the question I asked? You made me mess up now. When he talked about them trembling, he said, but Yahuwah is a refuge for his arm and a stronghold to the benim of Yasharal. Okay, that's good. In the 18th chapter, book of Mashalim, he had to go get it in 10. He told you that the Shem of Yahuwah was a strong tower. They look at strong. He said the Sadiq run into it and they were safe. So when the Shamaim and the rock start trembling, but Yahuwah is a refuge. So if they're a refuge and everything start trembling, a refuge is a place of protection. So where you gonna run to? The Shamaim start shaking, the rock start shaking. Where you gonna run to? Hand. 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 Y'all got an answer? No answer. What we got? Hand. Who got it? Makai, you be answering. What y'all doing? Y'all trying to work Makai over here? All right, you got an answer. Danny, you got an answer. You ain't hear the question. So the Shamaim start shaking and the Arat start trembling. But Yahuwah is a refuge for his arm. What you got? He gonna mess it up. What they say? Built the tower to go to Shamaim. That's right. Because when the Shamaim start shaking and all that stuff fall out, start busting them in the head, they're going to need to be on a tower in Shamaim. The Shamaim shaking, you're going to build a tower. Listen, all this shaking, you building a tower up here, this stuff going to be busting you in the head. When you get busted in the head with the stars and all that, huh? What is that? You don't know what it's called. What is it? Maybe I can help you. It starts with a Y. Mickey Mouse has a Y in it. M-I-C-K-Y. Why? Because we like you. So it's a Y in Mickey. What y'all got? Go to a place of protection, refuge. That's what they're going to do. They're going to run now to Yahuwah. Since there's nowhere you can't go to Shamaim, they did build a tower. So they could they could be saved, they wouldn't be scattered. But now when the Shamaim starts shaking, where you going? And the Arat starts shaking, so where you got to run? You got to run in the Shem. He said his arm going to run now because he's a stronghold. That's a place you could set up in for protection. And that's going to be to the benim of Yasharal. Okay? That makes sense, y'all? Yes, sir. Where you think about, where you going to go in the Arat shaking and the Shamaim shaking? Ain't no safety, ain't no refuge, but he's forcing us to come where? To him. There's no other refuge. Okay? All right, come on. Then you shall know that I am Yahuwah. See, that's when you're going to know. When there's no other place to go, what's you going to do? He even taught about them to return to him before. He said when they see all their help is gone. Where's they going? When you run out of all your options, what other option do you have but him? He said that's when they gonna know that I am Yahuwah, your Elohim, dwelling where?
Sound.
That's why he tried to tell them, Yahuwah was in him. Dwelling is where I stay. So people would have naturally ran to the city, wouldn't it? Run to the heart. When he was looking at him, I stay in Saum. Okay? My Kudash, which would be in Yahushua. So Jerusalem shall be Kudash, and strangers shall pass through it.
No more.
I'm going to cut them off. All right, let's see. And it shall be in that Yum. Listen to this. The Harim shall
drip
with what?
Sweet wine.
Sweet wine, and
the hills
shall flow
with milk.
And the brooks of Yehuda with what?
Mayim.
And a spring shall go out from the Beth of
Yahuwah
To do what?
Ma'im.
To water the valley of
Shittim.
It ain't gonna be Shittim, it's gonna I think it's Kittim. They use Shittim. But if you take that T-I-M in, that's what they always give us. But this is it, when he's talking about them coming, so if any east thirst, he told them let them come well. Okay, what Matah was he from?
Yehuda.
See, this defined even more. The book declares in the 7th chapter of the book of Abarim that it's evident that he sprang where?
Out of Yehuda.
We're looking for a spring. He sprang out of Yehuda. Well, guess what? If we come here, you'll be able to get your ma'im. It's going to flow from there. From the harim. So when he was on the tooth, guess what they did? They pierced him in his side. So guess what happened now? Now guess what? Came out what? Dom, and it came out. What did he tell we drink his blood? He told it was wine. So now it was going to come down from him. If any east thirst, let him come to Yehuda and drink. Man, that's what I do for a living. I don't know. Understand, that's what I do. These folks wasting time. Take these folks, go up, blow them lights out in them places. They can't blow them candles out. They're wasting time because the folks ain't getting that. This is more defining him, establishing who he is. Yehuda. That's where it's going to flow from. Wine, that's why he told you Dom came out. When we sat out, we drank it. He said, this cup is the new test. This is my Dom. Drink it. Sweet wine. Why y'all think it poured out of him? The vats. We were told the vats were going to overflow. Some of them, they'll call it bladders. They put wine in them bags. They'll call, how many of y'all know that? They'll call them bladders. Your bladder whole stuff. What these folks say? Woo, boy, I feel like my bladder about to bust. From holding, ain't it? Yahusha was holding out. I had to burst. Y'all all right? All right, that's two. Appreciate everybody. I hear y'all long enough. Appreciate y'all. I think tired. Let's see how I get out of that. Y'all think y'all tired? Oh, you talking about y'all sleeping? That joke talking about, boy, y'all ain't nowhere no tired. Y'all might, the only way y'all tired, y'all go and get with Jane Cleveland. I don't feel no ways tired.